The Kennewick Man is one of the most important archaeological discoveries in North American history. The discovery was made in 1996 when two college students stumbled upon a human skeleton along the banks of the Columbia River in Kennewick, Washington. The remains were found to be over 9,000 years old and were initially considered to belong to a Native American. However, subsequent studies revealed that the Kennewick Man was not a Native American, but instead a member of an ancient and previously unknown population. This sparked a contentious legal battle between Native American tribes and various scientific groups over the ownership of the remains. Plymouth Rock is a cultural icon in American history, celebrated as the landing spot of the Pilgrims in 1620. The Pilgrims were a group of English Puritans who sought religious freedom and a new life in the New World. They sailed from England on the Mayflower, and after a difficult journey across the Atlantic, they made landfall at what is now known as Plymouth, Massachusetts. Plymouth Rock became a symbol of the Pilgrims' arrival in the New World and the beginning of the American colonial era. It was originally described by the Pilgrims as a great rock, and was used as a landing point for boats and as a boundary marker for property disputes. In the 18th century, the rock became a popular tourist attraction and was enshrined in a protective structure to preserve it for future generations. Jamestown Fort was the first permanent English settlement in North America, established in 1607 in what is now the state of Virginia. The fort was established by the Virginia Company, a joint stock company chartered by King James I of England, with the goal of establishing a profitable settlement in the New World. Jamestown Fort was located along the James River and was a small, triangular fort with wooden palisades and a gate. The settlers faced numerous challenges, including disease, food shortages, and conflicts with the local Powhatan tribes. Despite these difficulties, Jamestown persevered and grew into a thriving settlement. King Tut's dagger, also known as the Iron Dagger, is a ceremonial weapon that was found in the tomb of the Egyptian pharaoh Tutankhamun, also known as King Tut. King Tut's tomb was discovered in 1922 by British archaeologist Howard Carter, and it was one of the most significant archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. The King Tut's dagger is made of iron, which was a rare and valuable material in ancient Egypt. The iron was likely obtained from meteorites, as iron-making technology was not developed in Egypt until much later. The dagger has a golden handle and is decorated with intricate designs, including the head of the goddess Hathor. The Clovis culture is a prehistoric culture that is believed to have been the first human civilization in North America. The culture is named after the Clovis people, who lived approximately 11,000 to 13,000 years ago and are best known for their distinctive Clovis points, a type of spearhead made of stone. The Clovis people were hunters and gatherers who roamed the North American continent in search of food. They were known for their highly specialized hunting weapons, including the Clovis points, which have been found at hundreds of archaeological sites throughout North America. These points were so effective that they remained in use for thousands of years and became a hallmark of the Clovis culture. The La Salle shipwreck, also known as La Belle, is a 17th-century ship that was part of French explorer René Robert Cavalier's expedition to establish a French colony in the Gulf of Mexico. The ship was constructed in 1684 and was one of 4 ships in the expedition, which set sail from France in 1684. In 1686, La Salle's expedition encountered difficult conditions and was forced to anchor in Matagorda Bay, Texas, where the ship was abandoned. It was lost for over 300 years until its discovery in 1995 by a team of archaeologists. The ship was found to be in remarkable condition, and the team was able to recover thousands of artifacts, including navigational equipment, tools, weapons, and everyday objects. The lost colony of Roanoke is one of the greatest mysteries in American history. It was the first English settlement in the New World, established in 1587 on the island of Roanoke, located in what is now North Carolina. The settlement was led by Governor John White, who returned to England to secure more supplies and support for the colonists. When White returned to Roanoke in 1590, he found that the settlement was deserted, with no trace of the colonists. The only clue to their fate was the word Croatoan carved into a tree, which has never been definitively interpreted. The fate of the Roanoke colonists has been the subject of much speculation and research over the centuries, but their disappearance remains one of the unsolved mysteries of American history. Chaco Canyon is an archaeological site located in northwestern New Mexico, USA. The site was the center of the Chaco culture, a pre-Columbian civilization that flourished between AD 850 and 1250. Chaco Canyon was an important cultural, economic, and religious center for the Chaco people, and it was home to a large number of monumental structures, including great houses, roads, and great kivas. Chaco Canyon is considered one of the most important cultural sites in the American Southwest, and it is known for its elaborate architecture, sophisticated engineering, and impressive astronomical alignments. The great houses in Chaco Canyon were massive structures, some of which were several stories high and covered several acres of land. These structures were constructed using advanced masonry techniques and were designed to withstand the harsh desert environment. Montezuma's treasure refers to the legendary wealth of the Aztec Emperor Montezuma II, who ruled over the Aztec Empire in present-day Mexico from 1502 to 1520. Montezuma's treasure is said to consist of a vast hoard of gold, silver, precious gems, and other valuable artifacts that were hidden away by the Aztecs when the Spanish conquistadors, led by Hernán Cortés, invaded Mexico in the 16th century. The story of Montezuma's treasure has captivated the imagination of people for centuries, and it has inspired countless expeditions and treasure hunts in an effort to locate the lost riches of the Aztecs. Despite numerous efforts to find the treasure, it remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in American history, and its existence and location are still the subject of much speculation and debate. Kamehameha I's battle site refers to the location where Kamehameha I, the first king of the Hawaiian Islands, fought and won the Battle of Nuuanu in 1795. The battle was fought between Kamehameha I's army and the forces of the island of Oahu, led by its ruling chief, Kalanakupule. The battle marked a decisive moment in Hawaiian history, as Kamehameha I's victory allowed him to consolidate his power over the Hawaiian Islands and establish the Kingdom of Hawaii. The exact location of the Battle of Nuuanu has been a matter of historical debate, but it is widely believed to have taken place near the Pali Lookout on the island of Oahu. The site is now a popular tourist destination, and it offers visitors a stunning view of the windward coast and the surrounding mountains. The Blackhawk War Battlefield refers to the site where a series of battles were fought between United States forces and Native American warriors led by Chief Black Hawk in 1832. The conflict, known as the Blackhawk War, was one of the last armed uprisings against U.S. expansion into Native American lands in the Midwest. The Blackhawk War Battlefield is located in southeastern Wisconsin, and it is where several key battles took place, including the Battle of Kellogg's Grove and the Battle of Wisconsin Heights. The war was a significant moment in Wisconsin's history, as it marked the end of Native American resistance in the region and the consolidation of U.S. control over the area. Cahokia Mounds is a large archaeological site located near Collinsville, Illinois, USA. The site was the center of the Cahokia culture, a pre-Columbian civilization that flourished in the Mississippi River Valley from approximately AD 700 to 1400. The Cahokia Mounds represent the remains of the ancient city of Cahokia, and they are one of the largest and most complex archaeological sites in the Americas.